Hey, good evening, everyone. This is Ryan Jackson from RyanJacksonLLC.com, and I hope you're having a good day. Almost Friday, we're toward the end of the week, so I hope you're all having a good day, and I hope have had a good week so far up to this point, and I hope that you will continue to as well. Um, I'm getting to the topic for today or for this episode, and I don't know if has made national news or not, but it's real big news out here in the Bay Area. The Oakland A's are proposing a stadium at the Howard Terminal, which is located at the Port of Oakland. I know many probably haven't been to the San Francisco Bay Area, but when you come from San Francisco, you have the Bay Bridge. And then once you come over the Bay Bridge to the Oakland side, you see the Port of Oakland to your right, and you see the cranes and everything. And it's a pretty big port. It's the fourth largest port on the West Coast and the eighth largest port in the U.S. So it's a pretty busy port. Um, Thousands upon actually millions of containers are at this port. Ships from all over the world bring containers, supplies, I should say, to the Bay Area through the Port of Oakland. It's a huge operation. I think it's the second largest in California, if not the third largest, and it's the fourth largest on the West Coast. You have it's the third largest in the state because you have Long Beach. It's the largest on the West Coast. Then L.A., the Port of Los Angeles is the second, and then the Port of Seattle, and then the Port of Oakland. So it's the fourth largest port on the West Coast, and it does so much for the Bay Area. It We get our food, our supplies as far as electronics, toiletries, anything you can think of through this port. Um, Auto parts, cars, vehicles through the port, all come through the Port of Oakland. So it plays a huge role in the economy for the Bay Area, especially for the East Bay, Oakland and the surrounding areas. With that being said, Mr. John Fisher, he's a billionaire owner of the Oakland A's, the baseball team out here in Oakland. And he has proposed a 35,000 capacity ballpark to replace the Coliseum, which is currently where the A's play at now. A's play at the Coliseum. So this 35,000 capacity ballpark will replace that. 3,000 units of affordable housing, 1.5 million square feet of office space, 270,000 square feet of retail space, a 400-room hotel, an estimated 450 million in community benefits, and he's asking the city of Oakland for an additional 855 million in infrastructure improvements. So I've seen the layout of this, the illustration. It looks beautiful. I mean, you have a spanking brand new stadium for the A's. You have what they call quote unquote affordable housing, and when they say affordable housing, we know what that means. It's just semantics. It's not affordable. They have to say that, but it's not affordable. It's affordable for his friends, for people like him, for John Fisher, but it's not affordable for people like myself or for people who may be listening to this podcast. It's not affordable for y'all. I mean, let's be real. It's not affordable for us. See, 1.5 million square feet of office space. Okay, 270,000 square feet of retail space. So now you could, if you don't want to go to the ballpark, or you could go to the ballpark and then afterwards or before, you could, do some shopping. People work down here now. People could live down here. They can attend the games anytime they want. Their homes are right there. And 450 million a hotel. So when these hotels are going to be sky high. So when visiting players come or they have conventions in Oakland, they're going to use this hotel. I mean, why not? It's right off the water. It's right by the port. Right out. It's right. Yeah, right on the port. Right across from San Francisco. And then you have another estimated 450 million in community benefits. So this is what I don't get: 450 million in community benefits. Community benefits, huh? Community. I'm looking this up now. Community benefits. Huh. When they say this, always it's always a catch. Community benefits are programs or activities that provide treatment and or promote health and healing as a response to community needs. They are not provided for marketing purposes. Community benefit generates a low or negative financial return. Yeah, okay, right. Yeah, I knew it was some BS. It's always some BS. It's just they just use these words as flashpoints. It's always semantics. There's always something behind it. So we know that's BS. And he's asking Oakland for $855 million in infrastructure improvements, which the city should have been doing already. It shouldn't take a billionaire to ask you this. And the only reason why he's asking you for this money is to build his damn complex. So, with all this being said, this proposal poses a huge problem. They don't want to tell you this part. They conveniently leave this part out. It poses a huge problem for operations at the Port of Oakland and potentially the loss of thousands of jobs. That's right. So the Port of Oakland employs thousands upon thousands of people, okay? 70% of that workforce are black people. 70% of the people that work at the Port of Oakland are black. So, with that being said as well, you got to follow the money. Okay, so this billionaire wants to is proposing a stadium, housing, office space, shopping, hotel, 450 million dollars in quote unquote community benefits, and wants an additional $855 million in infrastructure improvements. Okay, I just said that 70% of the people that work at the port are black. Huh, okay. The people that work at the Port of Oakland, they make great money. It's a great job. They make six figures on their job. You have longshoremen, operators, truck drivers, all jobs down there. They make good money. Their jobs will be affected. So, and this was raised as well. So you have housing down here. You have these hotels, and you have these, you have housing, hotels, whatever. The Port of Oakland is a 24-hour operation. It's a 24-hour operation. It does not shut down whatsoever. It's a 24-hour operation. So, with that being said, trucks coming and going at 2, 3, 4 in the morning. They have to bring in cargo. They have to bring in supplies to the port to get them on the ships. You have trains. The Port of Oakland has rail lines. So you have trucks and trains bringing in supplies to these ships. So the trains with their whistles at all types of night of the day, all types of hours in the day, it doesn't matter. And then you have the trucks. Do you really think these people, if this proposal goes through and they built this infrastructure, this massive whatever $1 billion playground, do you think these people that are living in these houses and are in these hotels will put up with the noise from the trucks and the trains at all times of hours in the night? Do you really believe that they will? Give me, I mean, seriously. Hell no, they won't. They will not. Hell no. They will not put up with it. They will complain to high heaven. These trucks, these trains keeping me up at night. I pay umpteen thousands of dollars. I'm such and such, and I deserve peace and quiet. I deserve to get a good night's rest. I shouldn't have to put up with this. Look at how much money I'm paying. They will raise hell. But also, not to mention, with that occurring, you know the city, you know the powers that be are going to cater to these people. So they're going to tell the port, hey, you need to cut out your night shift. Y'all have to, do operations during the day, like from, I don't know, 8 to 8, 8 in the morning to 8 in the evening, 6 in the morning to 6 in the evening. Something crazy like that. They're going to cut their operations. It's going to cost the port millions upon billions and billions of revenue. It's going to cost them to lose billions of dollars of revenue. It's going to cost us to lose uh, billions in supplies, because not everything is so, it's going to be given like a 12 or 14-hour window, not to rush everything in to appease these people. So it's gonna mess that up. The cost of us getting fruit, toiletries, electronics, anything you can think of is gonna rise. It's already high as it is now, but it's gonna get worse. But the most sad and disheartening thing is that thousands of people will lose their jobs. They will lose their jobs. The port will be forced to cut their workforce. Thousands of people that depend on these trucks and trains coming in to load the cargo onto the ships, they're going to lose their jobs. This is their bread and butter. This is their bread and butter. This is what they do to put food on the table, to feed their families. Now you're costing thousands of families to lose their income. The truck drivers, the train operators, the loaders, the longshoremen, all these people are at risk of losing their livelihood because a few millionaires are inconvenienced. It's gonna happen. They could say, the mayor of Oakland, Libby Schaff. Oh, don't get me started on her. That's a whole nother show for another day. Um, she has the enough to say that, well, the port and the A's, they can coexist at the same time. No, they can't, lady. No, you live in a fantasy. That is BS. No, they cannot. They cannot coexist at the same time. Oh, speaking of Libby Schaff, she the ILEW. I think I said the ILEW. They're a union down at the port. I know people who work at the port. Uh, One of the people down there is a family member of mine. She's been working down there for a few years now, and she's part of ILEW. ILEW. They're a union um, down at the ports, and they represent. I think I said this right. I said this wrong. But the union down there, excuse me, the union, they're against this. They're fighting this tooth. They're fighting against this tooth and nail. They are fighting against it as well as they should. They should, because it's not right. It's just greed. It's straight up greed, and it's a straight up takeover. They're trying to bully the city of Oakland and the port to to take over. And this is public land, but they want to privatize public land. See, that's what billionaires do. They want to privatize public land for their convenience. And by doing that, you're costing thousands of jobs. You're costing billions of dollars of operations to come to a halt. That people, supplies that people depend on. It's countless numbers of supplies that come through the port that people depend on, and it generates billions upon billions of dollars throughout the Bay Area. The loss of the port because of this stadium proposal will cost the port it will cost more to lose the jobs and the operations of the port than it will to build this stadium because it'd be long term effect. It'd be a long term effect. It'll cost a lot. It will cost the Bay Area, Northern California region. Oh my God, it would be a ripple effect, and it will affect everyone out here. But see, John Fisher doesn't think about that. He's thinking about his friends. He's thinking about how to line his pockets. Bob Manfred, the commissioner of Major League Baseball, isn't he don't give a damn. He just wants the A's to build a new stadium. Because if they don't, he gonna say, oh well, we can move to Las Vegas or Portland or wherever the hell they're gonna move. So he don't give a damn about the people of Oakland. They're sports fans, and they are diehard sports fans. They already lost the Raiders to Las Vegas 2 years ago, so now they're about to lose. They potentially could lose the A's to Las Vegas again, another team to Las Vegas again. So he's bullying Oakland, and Libby Schaff will say, "Well, if you don't, this proposal falls through, then that we could take the A's and uproot them somewhere else." And it's sad because not just I'm not looking at the sports side. Yeah, the sports, that part of it, the Oakland A's fans, them losing their team. Yeah, that's bad. Okay, but that's not the important thing. That's the least. That's way down the priority list. The priorities should be the people that work at the port. Those are the people that matter. Yeah, it's not good that the A's may leave. Yeah, it's sad because we lost the Raiders to Las Vegas. The Warriors moved to San Francisco, which is right across the bay, of course. But they started in Philadelphia, but then they moved to San Francisco. So if anything, they're going back to where they started from when they moved to the Bay Area. So they were in Oakland for close to 50 years, but they're moving back to San Francisco. So Oakland really didn't lose the Warriors per se. They just moved to where they were before they moved to Oakland. But the Raiders, yes. The A's, yes. No, it's sad, whatever, but that's of the least importance. That is not what's important here. What's important are the thousands of lives that would be affected if they're allowed to build this $1 billion play playpen or whatever you want to call it. These are the people that's going to be affected: the longshoremen, the loaders, the truck drivers, the train operators, the people that's shipping, the people on the ship that work on the cargo ships. All these people, the people that run the port, all these jobs are going to be affected. But they don't see that. All they care about lining their damn pockets. That's all these billionaires care about. Lining their damn pockets. It's ridiculous, it's sad, but hey, it's the American way. What can you do? But my hat's off to the people at the port. Miss Linda Adams, a found member, my cousin. Give these people hell. Give them hell. Give them hell. Please give them hell. Fight this tooth and nail, y'all. Fight this tooth and nail. The decision is supposed to come this Tuesday afternoon, I believe. City Council is supposed to vote on it. Oakland City Council. The decision, the deadline for the decision to be made is July 20th, which is Tuesday. And we will see what happens. And I hope this thing fall through. I'm not an A's fan. I don't want to see the A's leave Oakland. Because I'm a sports fan. I don't want to see the A's leave Oakland. I enjoy going to their baseball games. But however, I must put things in their proper perspective. Do I care about sports over caring about people's livelihood? Do I care about going to a damn game more than I care about people feeding their families, which is going to be a long term devastating effect if this stadium goes through? Do I care more about my love for sports more than someone's livelihood and people that I know are family members' livelihood? Even if it wasn't my family member, a lot of people that work at the port, I don't know them, but my heart goes out to them. I don't want to see no one lose their jobs over some BS like this, over some greedy ass billionaire trying to line his pockets. I don't want to see that happen to anyone, whether I know them or not, whether they're related to me or not. I don't want to see this happen. It's wrong. It's wrong. And I hope they don't get away with it. And Ms. Libby Schaff, the union down at the port, they had your back. They campaigned for you when you ran for mayor of Oakland. They campaigned for you hard, went hard in the paint for you. And what do you turn around and do? You turn around and you give them the big middle finger. You thumb your nose at them and you side with John Fisher and these people to build this $1 billion playhouse or playpen. You side with the people, with the billionaires, against the people that supported you. You sorry, gutless, you know what. I don't want to cuss on here because, this is not right, but you sorry, gutless piece of, oh, human sewer trash. How dare you? You siding with the billionaires and you supposed to be for the people. You come off as being, yeah, no, I saw right through you when you ran for mayor the first time back in 2014. I saw through you then, and still see through you now. You're a charlatan. You're a fake. You're a phony. You ain't fooling nobody, and you damn sure ain't fooling these people because they see through you too. It's sad. I know they feel bad that they campaign for your ass because you're screwing them over, screwing them over royalty. I mean, royalty. You screwed them over royally, big time, and it's wrong what you're doing. It's just straight up wrong. My goodness. So, we shall see what happens on Tuesday. Um, from what I've been told, that the Governor Newsom, has donated to John Fisher, or I'm sorry, hold on, let me get this straight here. John Fisher. This is it really upsets me. It really does. So yeah, so it was told to me by Miss Kitty Kelly Epstein. We were all on a Zoom call regarding this issue on yesterday evening. So it was told that John Fisher has allies in Rod Bonta and Nancy Skinner, and they have been supporting Fisher with various bills. And, Newsom has to win an election this year. So, um, Governor Newsom's allies, Rod Bonta and Nancy Skinner, have been supporting Fisher with various bills. So, with that being said, I could see Governor Newsom leaning toward John Fisher on this because, like I said, his allies are supporting Fisher. So why wouldn't he go the same way as his allies? That's how politics work. It's all about the money. Whoever has the money, that's where all roads lead to. Voting doesn't matter. It's all about the money. The money, the money, the money. Voting, yeah, okay, you vote, okay, whatever. But we know it's all about the money. So, of course, Governor Newsom's going to go the same direction his allies are going, which is toward John Fisher, which means the people at the port will continue to get screwed. They already got screwed by the mayor of Oakland, so they probably more than likely going to get screwed by the governor of California. This morning, I called Congresswoman Barbara Lee's office. No one answered, and I left a message. And I just said it was in regards to this issue with the A's proposal of building a stadium at the Howard Terminal. And like I said, no one answered. And that was this morning. So I'm going to keep calling Congresswoman Barbara Lee's office because this is the 13th district of California and the Port of Oakland is in her district. And I'm a constituent in her district. And a lot of these people that work at the port are her constituents. So I don't know if she's aware of this, of what's going on, or if she gives a damn, but she needs to be brought up on it. And she needs to do whatever she can and do the right thing. Not just lip service, but do the right thing. So, like I said, we shall see. We shall see. We shall see how this goes down. They're voting on it on Tuesday, so hopefully they won't build this damn playhouse because it doesn't make any damn sense. It really doesn't. Doesn't make any damn sense at all. But and it's bugging me that I can't remember the name of this union. Oh, it's really bugging me because I really want to give them a shout out. I really do give them a shout out for what they're doing. I really do because I admire them taking the fight to the city, and I wish they'd take it to the state level. If they have, I don't know if they have or not, but I really admire what they're doing, and it doesn't go unnoticed from me. It really doesn't. So, like I said, Tuesday is the day for it, um, for the vote, and we see what happens. I just I just hate to see people. It's so disheartening, and I wish the people at the port, the longshoremen, all the people that work down there. I wish they could take legal action against this to stop it. I wish they could. I wish they could. Oh, I wish they could. But and one thing about the Port of Oakland, these jobs have been generational jobs because the people that work down there, their parents work there, their grandparents work there. So you're talking about generations upon generations upon generations of people, and some uh, parents work with their children down there. So you have two generations that's currently working at the port, and generations before that, those same family generations before they worked at the port. So you have three or four, five generations. that held jobs at the port. And to see that compromise because some damn billionaire wants to line his pockets to build a playhouse, which won't benefit the people that look like you and I, or the majority of people who listen to my podcast. It's just a sin, and it's just godless and lawless, and just it stinks to high heaven. It really does. But in any event, I'm gonna hop off of here. Um, Let me know what you think of this. Share this episode. Share it on social media. Get it out there in the algorithm. Let's start this conversation. Let me know how you feel about this, please. I'm out. Take care. God bless. And I love you. Peace.